Hey, happy Friday, my lights. How are my beautiful Aquariuses doing? Let's get started on today's reading and see what Spirit has for my beautiful lights. Okay, the first thing I'm seeing um, is an ending, unfortunately. All right, so I'm seeing movement. Um, I have a masculine who's moving toward ending this relationship with this feminine, and he is using his intuition on this, whether or not this feminine is good for him or not good for him. He's been putting some thought into this, and he's figuring for whatever reason this relationship isn't working. It's not that the Queen of Cups is not good for him, but I think the Queen of Cups is an empath. So the feminine side of this relationship, I don't know who is who or who's watching, but if the feminine is watching, you're very powerful. You're an empath and you're very loving and empathetic. You have a lot to bring to the table, but this masculine, the King of Wands, if I'm speaking to you, you just don't understand her because she is very sensitive and spiritual, a lot more spiritual than you are in ways. Her beliefs are somewhat different, so they seem far fetched to you, perhaps. Okay, so you're feeling like you're not meshing. But I just want to say one thing. When you're with an empath, she's bringing a lot of energy, good energy, positive energy to the relationship. She can like touch things within you that no other person can, meaning that an empath is exactly what it sounds like. It's somebody who's empathetic and sensitive and loving and can figure out what your needs are, what your wants are, and her status is one that wants to make you happy. She goes out of her way to make you happy. Okay, so I wouldn't jump to conclusions yet with this ending, just yet. Okay, I would give this a try if I were you, and maybe you don't have the same exact um thoughts about things, but that's okay because you can learn to respect each other and, respect each other's beliefs as well. All right, I'm seeing happiness here coming in for my aquas. There is a masculine here. You are the Knight of Cups, okay? The Knight of Cups is somebody who is very loving, and you might be someone who's very romantic and how do I say this without getting in trouble? You might be like very spicy, okay, a hottie, and thinking about uh, those type of things a lot more than some others do. Okay, so when you meet people, you might feel attractions, you might feel um, spicy, okay, if you know what I'm trying to say. All right, I'm talking to a masculine here who has just gone through some kind of healing. It looks like you were in a good relationship, a happy relationship, and something happened, and now you're healing from that relationship and you've been spending time by yourself, Mr. Spicy. Okay, very sensual, we'll put it that way. All right, look, you have the Lover's card that just came over the top of you. So this is what I'm saying, you are a lover by nature. All right, and here I'm seeing this King of Swords, and you're going to be meeting this Queen of Swords here. Now we have to talk about this. Okay, um, right now you're trying to balance out your love life. You might have something left over from somebody else that you're dealing with, and you may not. Okay, but this lover that's coming in now, this Queen of Swords, is going to be where you've met your match, so to speak. She's going to be bringing in a lot to the table, a lot of similarities. She's a hottie as well, okay? She's going to be very sensual, the kind of woman that, you know, you really enjoy. All right. She also is very loving and giving and empathetic, but she'll draw the line with you. Now, what I want to talk to you about is you're both swords. You're the King of Swords. She's the Queen of Swords. Okay. So what does that mean? Well, that means that this person coming into your life next is someone that you've known from a different lifetime, and you guys are coming together once again in this lifetime, and everything's making sense to me now about the hotness between you. All right, the sensuality, because you're here in this lifetime to make something up, to complete something that you left incomplete in a different lifetime. Okay, so what happens with these sort of relationships is that they're always very passionate. And I don't just mean, you know, in the bedroom. I mean, you know, you fight on 150. You everything you do together is very passionate, over the top passionate, right? So even your arguments and fights can be that way. And that's why these relationships often won't work out, because you're finding that you're bumping heads almost continuously, right? But all in all, I would say that you're going to think this relationship is worthwhile. It doesn't always have to end up that way. There are times where it works out, especially if you have the common knowledge, you know, the background of your relationship. And so now you can look toward preventing that. You can know or use your head as to how to prevent things like that. Okay, so here I'm seeing, let me get these cards down here so I can get the whole picture, guys, because I often rush through. All right, so there's somebody who is feeling very stressed out regarding a masculine right now. This masculine is egotistical in a way that is unhealthy. All right. He has a huge ego that is getting in the way, and it's bothersome. It's not just bothersome to you, it's bothersome to everyone this King of Cups is around. And if you are this King of Cups, generally speaking, if you can lose the egomaniac stuff, the egotistical attitude, like thou art better than everyone else, you are, you know, once you get rid of that, you're beautiful. You are generally, without all of this. The King of Cups is not usually like that. The King of Cups is usually very family oriented, very loving and giving. And underneath all of this, I believe that that's what's left. That's who you are. Okay. But for some reason, you've learned how to be this way. And this is why, even with some relationships, you haven't understood why it didn't work out. All right. This is probably why. Okay, and over here you have the Wheel, so you have a lot going for you. I'm seeing protection. I'm seeing a lot of positivity around you. Good things are following you around. Good things are about to burst onto the scene for you. But if you have this attached to you, all of this won't work out. Okay, you will eventually, if this is a financial windfall coming to you, you will eventually lose that all. You will use your ego. Your ego spoils everything, guys. I hope you realize this by now. Whatever's attached to an ego is always something negative. All right, so let's continue. I'm seeing this is for someone out there who has been wanting their person to commit, okay? Whether it's asking for your hand in marriage or just saying, you know, let's stop seeing other people. I just want you to be mine, okay? And I'm seeing a balancing out. I'm seeing a celebration with this commitment. And I'm seeing that this is something you've wanted. And the Ten of Pentacles over here is basically the two of you celebrating. Your families are going to mesh beautifully. Okay, I'm seeing that dinners with both sides of your families getting together, celebrating. They're going to get together and love each other in a beautiful way, and things are going to just be lasting and good for the two of you. All right, here I'm seeing a justice coming in. This justice is not coming in for you, Aquarius, until you have this epiphany that is coming in for you regarding money. All right. Once you get clarity on your money here, your finances, or something financial, that's when everything's going to happen for you. That's when you're going to move toward this justice. And the justice is going to also affect others around you. So this is not just going to affect you, okay? It's going to affect others. But first you have to have some sort of realization, some sort of epiphany regarding money. Okay, now this is a Queen of Pentacles. This is for one of my beautiful feminines. Okay, you have the Seven of Wands here, which is somewhat like defensiveness, but I'm also seeing something positive coming in for you. Something's getting ready to come in for you that's very positive. Now, you need to change this up. It looks like you're waiting for the shoe to drop on something or everything, okay? This is what you're focusing on. And this is what's creating the defensiveness, okay? You might find that you feel this way sometimes for no apparent reason, simply because that's what you focus on. Okay, so guys, you know, we talk about it every day. Your perception of life is what you're focusing on. What your thoughts are and your emotions are creating your future. So if you're very negative and you've been around negative people your whole life, let's say you can't help it, right? Let's say, you know, family members, friends, you know, you've just been around negative people, and you're basically, what happened is your brain has been trained to tilt toward the negativity, to be more drawn and focused on negativity, and that is changeable very simply. And when you change that, it's the opposite. Now you're focusing on the positive. And once you're doing that, you're raising your vibration and you're bringing in so much more happiness. Your feelings and emotions are going to change, and you're going to feel like a more happy, well-rounded, joyful, secure person. Okay? And how to do that, you know, like I've told you in many readings, there's a few different ways. You could work on them all, or you could take one of them. They are very potent, okay? They work. And one of those ways is to stay in a daily state of gratefulness. So there's always somebody else out there who has it way worse than you, Aquarius, no matter how bad things get. And as long as you keep that in mind and you wake up and tell yourself, you know, I'm so grateful I have a roof over my head. There's people who live in cars right now. Or I'm grateful I have money to buy food. Even if you're struggling to pay your bills, there's people who don't have enough to buy food. So there's, you know, my point being is there's always somebody worse off than you. So it makes it easier for you to be in that state of gratefulness. And I am seeing a victory coming in for this feminine. Once you do that, they're saying this is going to be life-changing for you. And something really big is going to come in for you once you start doing this technique. Or at least one of the techniques. The other technique is to just set your intention for every little thing you're doing for yourself. When you're home, when you're in the house, even when you're out. If you're going shopping, I'm buying this golf bag to nurture myself. I'm buying this purse to nurture myself. I'm making this meal to love and to nurture myself. I'm drawing a bath. I'm lighting a candle. It can be absolutely anything to love and nurture myself. Why not? If you're lighting a candle, doing something so simple, and you're viewing it and having the emotion behind it that you know, it's like a prayer, and something positive is going to come in from the lighting of that candle. Um, you will manifest it. Okay, so let's continue and see what else we have. Um, somebody just... Okay, so somebody just went through something. This is some kind of backstabbing thing, okay? Somebody doing something, saying something that is not good, all right, went against you somehow. And this, you're aware of this. It's making you feel stuck, okay? But when we get the hangman basically telling us you're not really stuck, you just need to untie that foot and you can walk away, all right? So what they're saying is, for some reason, you want to feel like you're condemned to being around this person for the rest of your life, and they're sneaky, right? And they can't be trusted. So Spirit is saying, just untie your foot and walk away and you're done. And that's when real opportunity is going to present itself to you. Okay? There are things going on behind the scenes that you have no clue about that are working for you behind the scenes. But until you raise your vibration and have a clearer flow with your chakras, like nothing's blocking, there's nothing toxic with your emotions building up toxins inside of you because you're feeling stuck. You're feeling like, oh my God, I have to be with this thing or a person for the rest of my life that keeps making me feel down and unhappy and sucking my life force out of me, right? And when you're having those thought processes, guess what? You're bringing your vibration from up here to down here, right? So then you're vibrating low. As long as you're with this person or you're around this or situation, whatever it is, you're going to vibrate down here. You're not going to be able to move forward and move into a new consciousness and a new perception in life, which is going to be what's going to catapult you into the fourth and fifth dimension. So they're saying there are things getting readied up for you behind the scenes right now. Unbelievable things attached to this Ace of Pentacles, which is something huge. It's financial and it's something new coming into you, Aquarius. Okay, so something huge getting ready to burst into your life and make a huge difference financially in your life, okay? Here I'm seeing this Queen of Wands and a Knight of Wands. Once again, this is a match coming in from another lifetime. So this is a couple that has been together. This is my beautiful masculine here, the Knight of Wands, with my feminine, the Queen of Wands. All right, you're feeling stuck right now. There's a lot that's getting in the way of your happiness while you're together. It has to do with your relationship and how you feel about each other and what's going on between the two of you, right? And you're feeling like there are setbacks, or you're breaking each other's hearts, or one of you is breaking the other one's heart. Either way, it's getting in the way of your happiness, right? Okay, so just know that you're both together to complete something from another lifetime. See, you're both wands. And when that happens, it's because something from another lifetime was left incomplete. And you've come back now here to complete it. And these relationships are usually very volatile. Okay, so they're usually when it's completed, once it's completed, you usually will separate. Okay, and it might be the masculine side of all of this in this relationship, the masculine who's bringing in the tower moment, creating confusion, and doing a lot of judging, okay, yet not making a decision. So just kind of, you know, lingering in the relationship and creating havoc, okay. So let's continue here. I'm seeing, okay, so for this masculine, this emperor here, I'm seeing success coming in for you. All right, you're a very strong person who is very success driven. All right, you've been holding on to a dream, it seems, for a long time, and I'm seeing this, having this Page of Pentacles in the center is good news around your dream, which appears to be something financial. Okay, so you're trying to accomplish something right now. You're stronger than you've ever been. You're in a place of strength right now, and I feel like you're going to be manifesting your dreams in, okay, even though you're feeling this way, which is a lot of inner conflict on your way. You got to switch this up, switch up this inner conflict on your way to getting what you want, and make it positivity. All right, it's already here. My dream is already here. I'm already living my dream. I'm already experiencing the feelings and the emotions behind the dream. And that's how you can change this into this. Okay, so that's the reading, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the notification button. I love and appreciate each and every one of you who come to my channel. A lot of you come on the daily to see what the daily reading is. And I hope that you're enjoying the readings that I give you. And I hope you have a wonderful, nurturing weekend. Take care.